up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Oh, man. Stem cells. So I just got something to tell y'all. On Wednesday night, I got stem cells right here on my thumb. I'm going to show you some pictures, and there's even a little video of the actual injection I'm going to put in this video so you guys can understand about stem cells. Now, I am, I'm by no means anti-medicine. You know what? I really like medicine. I get in trouble all the time on this channel for saying I like big pharma. Look, man, they brought us Viagra, bro. Like, Hugh Hefner was banging blondes into his, 90s. How can you not like that? They're keeping people alive way longer than they should be alive with statins, blood pressure medication. I mean, big pharma does bad things. They do things for money, but as a whole, and Mike Israetel shares this opinion, big pharma is awesome overall. However, big pharma, all it could do for my thumb is give me anti-inflammatories, cortisone shots, which I already did one cortisone shot, and it didn't really help. And honestly, surgery. Like, we are getting into surgery range. If stem cells don't work, which there's a chance it might not, I will have to have an artificial ligament placed in. Now, I want to just go into stem cells. I want to talk about where people get it, why people get it, and also that there's really no need to go overseas anymore. It's kind of silly that people are going overseas. Like, when you think of men, it's like, man, I want to go to the best doctors and the best surgeons in the world. Let me go to Tijuana. All these people are going to that stem cell place in Tijuana. Look, man, I grew up in Southern California. Tijuana was like a weekend thing when you lived in California. 3-hour drive, 2.5 hours, you're over the border, you're in TJ. TJ is known for underage hookers and donkey shows. I'm sorry, underage drinking and hookers and donkey shows. Like, if you want something crazy, don't look up donkey show. Whatever you do, whatever you think a donkey show is, it's way worse. I've never been, but I do know people who've been to donkey shows. So when you're getting stem cells, why are you going to Colombia and Tijuana, man? Why the hell would you go to a third world country for medical treatment? And a lot of influencers do that. And the reason is it's free. It's free. They don't pay a thing. They get to go in there. They get a nice place to stay. Free stem cells. They save a few $1,000s. However, when doing something that is taking, and I'll tell you where the stem cells are from, that, I don't know, I just like the regulatory boards we have in the U.S. I don't trust Tijuana medicine. It's just me. Call me an idiot. I'd rather pay out of my own money. Okay, and let me just tell you, I paid for this. This is not free. I am not getting paid for this, but I will say, if you're looking at a domestic person to do stem cells, I got a guy right here in Franklin, Tennessee. Okay, it's Dr. Brandon Kasinger at N8 Health Centers. He's the guy who helped me fix my hip, my lower back, which is still better than it's ever been. I'm doing things I've never thought I'd do. And he's like, dude, he has a guy he works with that does stem cells. Went right to his office, boom, stem cells. So I'm not hating on people who get free treatment. But I'm just saying this, I'd rather pay for regulated American stuff and procedures than go, and it has to be like, I mean, dude, they must be getting some great treatment, because like to fly to Tijuana, and so, I mean, they're probably paying for their flight. They're paying for everything, because I would imagine the flight itself would negate a lot of the savings you're getting from not just getting this domestically. So I'm guessing they're paying for their flight. They're paying for their room and board. They're paying for their stay just for some advertising. And I'm sorry, dude, it's my body. It's my health. I'm not going to TJ. Again, I'm going to link my guy down below. His name is Brandon. So Dr. Kasinger, I call him Brain's my boy, right? He's a bodybuilder too, so he understands what we go through. So how did I hurt my hand? Well, I hurt it boxing. I boxed from around 2015 to 2021, somewhere in there. And in the process of doing that, I have a really strong right hand. Anybody who's fought me can tell you that my right hand is pretty much all I have. I suck at everything else. I got pretty good at the hook, but my right hand, my overhand right specifically, is my power punch. So likewise, we practiced it because we knew everything else was a setup. If I cut you my overhand, there's a good chance that I win the fight and you either get a standing 8 or at least you hit the canvas. There's a very good chance. And so we practiced this so much that I damaged my ligament. I have arthritis, severe arthritis in my right thumb, right here. I don't know if you can see it, right here. And I also have 2 bone spurs, which are the caveat. The bone spurs, that might be what prevents this from doing all it has to do. And that's why we might have to go to modern medicine. Modern, not, I mean, stem cells are modern, but you know what I mean, like surgery, if this doesn't work. So what are stem cells? Why did I choose stem cells? Well, I took a little bit of notes. So the stem cells, where do they come from? They are mesenchymal, mesenchymal, mesenchymal stem cells. They're harvested from the Wharton's jelly out of the umbilical cord. Now, Brandon's a Christian, so we're not taking like aborted fetuses and throwing them in my thumb. Not what we're doing. All right, it's donated by mothers of live viable births. It's more potent than if we harvested my stem cells from bone marrow aspiration. So in addition to that, as you'll see in the shot, or if I already played as you saw, there's 3 cc's. So I did 1.5 cc of stem cells. And the other 1.5 cc's was PRP. PRP contains cytokines, proteins, and growth factors. The stem cells are kind of like the foreman telling everything what to do. Like stem cells are, hey, start healing, and regenerate and heal tissue. So we combine those and hope that it helps to heal or helps my body heal itself instead of having to go in and having surgery. And even if I did have surgery, right after surgery, I'd get stem cells. I'm at the point now in science, if I'm going to have if I tear a pec, God, I hope I don't tear a pec. If I have any kind of injury, I'm going to have stem cells right afterwards. I'm literally going in, I'm like, dude, you got to heal. If I can cut my healing time in even by 20%, time is money, and I don't like wasting either of them. So what am I hoping for in these stem cells? Well, I'm hoping it heals. Do I want to box again? I want to train for boxing. Whether I ever fight or not, that's a little, like my wife is a very patient woman, but every day I kind of push her a little bit. I'm nudging her. I think that's what would cause me to be killed or at least I think she would attempt to take my life. So I definitely do not. She's Italian. And if you've ever seen Scarface, those people are crazy. They literally put horses' heads in people's beds. My wife is she's got the blood of a killer, man. I'm pretty sure that she was in the mafia before I met her. I'm pretty sure. And the thing is, when I met her, she had bangs like a chola. So I think she was in a part Italian, part Mexican gang. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I'm just saying, you can't mess with the Italians. But what I really want out of this is I want to heal. I want to be able to use my hand. Not for that, you sick bastards. It hurts. Every time I pick up a weight, every time I tie my shoe, every time, it's just gotten to the point the arthritis has gotten so bad. And I've never told anyone about it. I tried to come back to boxing last year, and my daughter and I started training together, and I had to call it off. So before every training session, my trainer Julian at Music City Boxing, he's the best ever. He actually helped train me for my first fight and my second. He actually trained me alone for my second fight, but he would wrap the hell out of my thumb. And even then I was throwing my rights at about 50% maybe. And every time I hit the pad, it was it's like a big stinging sensation in my thumb, and it would radiate. It was so bad. And I'm really hopeful for these stem cells, but I want to just make it clear that I'm not one to pass judgment on anybody's choices. But if I'm going to get medical treatment, I could do it in the United States and it's not going to kill my pocketbook that much. It's going to be pretty expensive. Stem cells are not cheap, but it's not something you got to mortgage your house for. Like, it's not like buying human grade GH and taking 20 IUs a day. You bodybuilders know you do that shit. It's feasible. It's something that a lot of us can handle. So if you have nagging injuries, if you have, I can't even say it, but Aaron Rodgers, I'm pretty certain, based on, I've talked to someone who knows, stem cells are a lot of the reason he's back so quick. And the surgical procedure they did a different, more aggressive surgical procedure on his Achilles. One of my best friends who's a professional athlete, he just got stem cells and it sped up his recovery dramatically where he's gonna be able to go compete. I don't want to say who it is because, again, that's a violation of trust. I don't even know if he wants it out there that he got stem cells. But nonetheless, I don't know if this is going to work. It's been 2 days. Obviously, my thumb still hurts. I will tell you this. They're injecting, I think it's a 23 gauge. It's not that huge of a needle, but they're putting a needle in your joint. And just put in perspective, 3 cc's is a lot. Most bodybuilders won't put over 3 cc's in their glutes. You're putting 3 cc's of liquid inside of a joint. Outside of my vasectomy, it hurt more than my knee surgeries. It hurt more than my abdominal surgeries. It hurt more than all of that. Oh yeah, that's pressure.
Yep, that's right in that joint. So I'm gonna go right next to that.
Not as bad as Winstrol.
Just kidding.
Just the acute pain and pressure of the needle being in there. I didn't cry. I didn't moan. You'll see the video, or you already seen it. I'm just making jokes. But I'll tell you what, I was hiding it. It is pretty painful getting all that liquid. And I believe I talked to them. So I fit 3 cc's in my thumb. In your kneecap, if you're getting stem cells on that, they could fit 8 to 10 cc's inside of your knee. So it's not going to be comfortable. But I don't know how it's going to work for me. However, a lot of people I know have had tremendous benefits from stem cells. Again, and you can do it domestically. You don't have to go to Tijuana. You don't have to have a budget to travel because the guys doing it there that you see online, they're not budgeting. And even if they are, they probably have more money than you. Okay, it's probably cheaper, safer, and better. And also, I don't know if you've looked, but Mexico's kind of there's great parts. We went to Mexico, Cozumel, all the tourist spots. Tijuana is not exactly a great vacation spot. Colombia, don't know. I just know about the drug stuff that went on in the 80s and 90s. Don't know. You can stay local. And there are other people in the United States. I've heard of some in Texas and Florida. But I'll tell you what. You come to Tennessee. You party in Nashville. You rock on down to N8. Again, I'm not getting this for free. In fact, my wife's like, how much is that? Oh, don't tell me how much that costs. It's expensive. But it's still cheaper than surgery. Unless you've met your deductible for the year, which hopefully you haven't, because that means you haven't gotten sick. It's expensive. And if you have some that surgery that isn't covered by insurance, let's say it's elective, and you have some pain and they don't think it's enough for you to get surgery and no doctor will do it, stem cells are worth a try. Let's say you played college football and you've already had the knee surgeries and your knee's killing you still, something to look into. Let's say you have shoulder pain and you've already had some surgeries for it, something to look into. Let's say you have bad neck pain, lower back pain, something to look into. Anyway, guys, I'm going to link it down below. It's N8, the number 8 health centers in Franklin, Tennessee. And Dr. Brandon Kassinger, Kassinger. He's my boy. But again, he didn't I live here. He didn't fly me out, put me up. I didn't get paid for it. I had to pay for the stem cells. I want to be fronting. I tell you guys when I get paid. Flex Pro meals, get paid. Okay. Gasp, not anymore, but I did have an agreement with them and I'm proud of it. I love it. I'm still wearing this. I ain't getting paid. I love Gasp. I believe my coupon code Lobliner still works, but I don't get paid. Try it. Coupon code Lobliner Gasp. So I'll tell you when I get paid. Every time you buy a Tiger Fitness, my site, I get paid. Every time you use my DYEO smelling salts, Tiger's piss, Tiger's blood, I get paid. This I ain't getting paid. But I'll let you know how it goes, and hopefully it gets better and I can start training for boxing again, because I totally miss it, guys. Bodybuilding for me is fun. I enjoy lifting, but man, it's just not dynamic enough for me. Like lifting, I pick it up, I put it down. I pick it up, I put it down. Man, I like sparring. I like hitting the bags. I like hitting the mitts. I don't know about you guys. I just love that shit. It makes me feel alive. And I like if I'm able to spar again, man, I love getting hit in the face. I love it. It's like you could be having a bad day and none of that matters as soon as you get punched in the face. Right there, it's like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. I love it. I miss it. I miss getting punched in the face. Anyway, guys, love y'all. tigerfitness.com. We have some awesome Christmas deals coming up. Be sure to visit there every day or follow me on social media. If you have any supplements to buy, please go to tigerfitness.com. Please go support our American company. We support you. Please support us. That's not a game. The outright bar was created for my kids. My kids need a snack to eat during soccer tournaments, and also I wanted a bar for myself to eat pre-workout, post-workout, and also throughout the day. You want your outright bars right now. That's why we have a partnership going with the Vitamin Shop to make sure that we're in all 750 plus locations, providing the best price, the best service, the best people to give you the outright bar when and where you need it.